Good morning, LHS, and welcome to Gales Drop for Thursday, February 25th and Friday, February 26th. I'm Tanner. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Today we introduce first-year teacher Andrew Witt. Mr. Witt is a 2015 graduate of Lancaster High School. He was in broadcasting and a part of the Gale Force basketball team during high school. This year, Mr. Witt is an intervention specialist, co-teaching U.S. history with Mr. DiTomaso, and coaching for the girls basketball team. Welcome, Mr. Witt.
I started off coaching when I was about 19 or 20. I was a sophomore in college, and I just enjoyed seeing kids overcome obstacles. So I thought if I saw that in gym and it made me happy, when they improved on something in the gym, then I thought, maybe I get into the classroom too and see that as well. Hardest part about teaching this year, it's got to be COVID. Not seeing the kids more than twice a week, their faces physically, is tough, but you got to make the best of it. Some things I like about teaching, I love seeing kids overcome obstacles, when there's something that they don't know, and then all of a sudden in the next couple of weeks while we're learning new content, they start understanding it. You can see the bright smile on their face.
I think it's been a lot of fun to work with Mr. Witt. Gives me someone to joke around with, do some pranks on and stuff. So, he's great at working with the students and has a lot of fun with them too. So I think our personalities have really got along well with how we interact with students.
What got me into teaching was when I started coaching my sophomore year of college. It's actually the senior class boys now, Blake Snezik, George Sherrick. When I saw those kids overcome obstacles in the gym, it made me think, what do I want to do in life? Maybe I want to see kids in the classroom also overcome obstacles. But, not seeing the kids every day is tough. Even my student teaching last year, when I was learning to become a teacher, got cut short, but I made the best of it, and I'm making the best of this year.
On Wednesday, February 10th, the Robotics Club had their first competition this year, also the first year of the club. Varsity team members Chandler Donahue, Eli Young, Madeline Davis, and Olivia Maynard. Varsity earned 87 points, which put them in the 51st percentile. Junior varsity team members are Elena Palmer, Daniel Edwards, and Isaac Polini. JV earned 46 points, which put them in the 16th percentile. Staying in the science area, let's take a look at what the engineering class has been doing with their 3D printers.
3D printing can do all kinds of things. For our class, we usually print in PLA, which is just a type of plastic. But even broader than that, you can print in any kind of food you could think of. They're actually printing in chocolate, or actually pizzas even, on the International Space Station, which is kind of neat. And they've 3D printed different parts of the human body and different parts of other things' bodies. There's actually a 3D printed ear that they attached to a mouse, and it continued to live. So they have a fully functional ear on a mouse. It's pretty neat. And they've 3D printed heart cells and put all of those together, and they're trying to find ways to better incorporate 3D printing into the human body like that. And of course, with making the microchips that you'd see inside your cell phone. We work on all kinds of projects. A lot of the time, it's single pieces, stuff like this. This is actually part of the train project, and this is towards the end of what we do in intro engineering design. And I give them blueprints for this, and they have to design really the whole train, but mostly you're starting off with single pieces. Then we move into the wheel of the train and the axle for it, and then you can learn how to assemble all of this together. This axle actually broke, because 3D printing can be kind of fragile, but putting all of these kinds of pieces together is kind of the big ending project for this year. So Forest Rose has a lot of students with different disabilities, and through that they have manipulatives, or things that you actually want to touch and use. And for them, it was instead of saying a word, or in also saying a word. So saying yes, and then also showing somebody a particular item. Well, now they have two different ways to see it, right? And we printed those manipulatives, but there were things that helped demonstrate on, or in, or on top of, or big and small. Little things like that where saying the word means something, but having a visual can be helpful. That's the kinds of stuff we 3D printed for them. There are several different plans to 3D print cars. So you can 3D print each individual piece and then assemble the car together, which is awesome. I can't remember if it was BMW or Audi, some decent car manufacturer out there starting to 3D print brake calipers. So things that are actually responsible for slowing you down. And if they can 3D print those, then you could buy an expensive 3D printer and build an entire car in your own garage, which would be awesome. This is more of a template that some students came up with kind of quick, but it's just a little pencil holder. This is one that's kind of neat. So it's a flower pot, built-in tray, built-in drainage hole in the bottom, and there's a lip so it'll catch any water that drains out, which is really nice for these particular plants because they like to stay dry, but of course we always overwater so it can leak out in the bottom. So those are the kinds of things that we come up with here. One of our 3D printers, our MakerBot, actually broke. It's probably 2 years ago now. But the part was sold out. We couldn't buy it at the time, but I really needed that 3D printer to work. So we used another 3D printer in the building, 3D printed the piece we needed to fix one of the 3D printers. It was sweet.
Awesome.
Here's boys basketball and cheerleading senior night.
Now for our senior Gale Sports players, we have number 10 senior point guard, shooting guard, Cameron Morales. Next we have senior number 11 point guard, shooting guard, Keaton Phillips. Next we have senior number 24, Nicholas Grayson. Next we have senior number 22, small forward, Blake Snezik. Next we have senior number 23, point guard, Jaquan Coleman. Next we have senior number 33, power forward, center, Hayden Dar. Next we have our final senior leader, center, number 55, Christian Riley. Senior ARANDA. Senior Ellie Clark. Tia Flower. Senior Kenzie Strait.
Welcome to the 2021 Lancaster High School Blanket Fashion Show.
Let's get this slumber party started.
You better work.
And first to the stage, we have Dylan. Wow, Dylan, it looks like he's rocking the vintage white knit blanket. Wow, I mean, we haven't seen that in, let's say, 20 years, and he's bringing it back. Thank you, Dylan.
Look at Aiden with his crisp white blanket. Very good, Aiden. Thank you.
Next to the stage, we have Mackenzie. It looks like Mackenzie's rocking the blue with red and white yeah, those are snowmen. She's got the snowman on him. That's probably what, 2008 winter, bringing it back for 2021. I love to see it.
And next we have Tanner with his baby blue blanket. Very stylish.
Whoa, where'd he go? That was an excellent trick by Tanner, thank you. Follows him to the stage is Brett, and I believe Brett's wearing a beige blanket. It's got him wrapped across his chest here. You know, that's something we don't see too often, taking it out a different way.
That's correct. Can we bring those beautiful models out one more time?
And And I'm just getting a reminder that the entire month of February is the LHS Blanket Drive. Any blankets that you have, you can take them to room 157, the guidance office, and they will take them to the New Horizons Center. And that is all month of February.
Thank you, Brett. Can we get a round of applause for our models?